Howdy, team. So this week we're going to be completing an assignment called The Signs of Joy. Now remember, if you participated in the Bulldog Talent Show, you are not responsible for completing this assignment. But it's a super fun and super easy assignment to complete, so you're more than welcome to do this one as well. So first off, I actually made a little sign of joy. Now your sign of joy is going to be digital, but the one I made is actually physical. And let me show you the one that I made. Here is a video of me reading it to y'all.
The sun will come out tomorrow. After all, this is El Paso. The sun is always out.
So the idea is the sun will come out tomorrow. It comes from Orphan Annie. It's a song that she sings. It's a musical. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow will be spring. But in El Paso, we have over 300 days of sun. So the sun's always going to pretty much come out in El Paso. So it was meant to be kind of funny, but also to bring people a little bit of happiness. So I'm actually going to hammer my sign to my fence outside so people can see it when they drive by. But let me show you how you're going to create your own sign. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the fifth assignment, and it's actually a folder this time because it has two files in it. Now, the first one is an explanation of how the assignment works. The second one is the actual link to the assignment. So after you read through the explanation, after you watch this video, go ahead and click on the link. Now the link is going to take you to a thing called Nearpod. Some of you have used it before. It's basically like PowerPoint, but it's an interactive PowerPoint. When you log in, or when you click on the link, you're going to stay in Schoology. Go ahead and make sure that your first and last name are in the first box. And then in the second box, go ahead and type what class period you are. I'm going to say period 1, because that's my first period class. I'm going to go ahead after that and click join session. And now here is an explanation of what you're supposed to be doing. And there's also an audio in case you need to listen to me read it. So let's just go ahead and listen to it real quick.
Fill in the sign that Mr. Edwards is holding with a message that will bring people joy. Make it a positive message that will make people who see it feel just a little bit happier. You are also welcome to draw a picture with it and to add markings to Mr. Edwards' face. We want this assignment to make you laugh as much as it is meant to make others laugh.
So the whole idea of this assignment is really just to bring people happiness. So after you've read the instructions and listened to the message, you can go ahead and just click on the green at the back, and you'll see the picture of me holding up a green sign popping up. Now this was originally my sign, but I went ahead and got rid of all the letters that I had written on there. And you have a couple options down here. What I recommend doing is just starting with a text box. So just click on the capital T, lowercase t, and it'll give you a text box. And with this text box, you can actually type in your quote. Now, it's a quote that you came up with. It could be something that your family says or that you say to make people happy or to make people laugh. But if you can't think of something that you want to type in here as a positive message, you can also go online and look for quotes. But if you do choose quotes off of line, you need to make sure that you're giving the proper attribution. And attribution is when you say who said the quote. So I'm going to show you how I found funny quotes. I just went into the Google search bar and I typed in quotes to make people laugh. And as I was searching through all these different websites, the one that I like, at least the one that I found that I really liked, was from Parade.com. Parade was a magazine. I don't know if they're still a magazine, but they have the website. And as I was scrolling through, I found a quote from this phenomenal scientist. His name is Neil deGrasse Tyson. If you ever find someone's name and you don't know who they are, just highlight it and then two-finger click and go and search Google for who they are. And so you can see here Neil deGrasse Tyson is an American astrophysicist, so he works with outer space. He talks about outer space. He makes science really fun, almost like, on that same level of Bill Nye the Science Guy. So let's go back to this quote. And you notice how I am highlighting it all. So when I copy it, I can actually have his name already in there. But the quote is, "Does it disturb anyone else that the Los Angeles Angels baseball team translates directly to the Angels Angels? So those of us that understand Spanish and those of you that speak Spanish, I imagine that you have realized this before. There's a lot of things in our world that have these redundancies, especially when people don't know the language or use the language appropriately. So let's just go ahead and do Command C to copy it, and we can go back to the sign and just click on the capital T lowercase t, and it will give you a text box. And then in your text box, you can just paste your typing, resize the box. You can change the size of the text. You can change the color. I really like the yellow. Hit enter and then close out of that text. And now I have my little sign made. And now, after I have the words there, I can go ahead and do some more things. There's a little highlighter here if I wanted to add some highlighting to it. I can also inject pictures into it, pictures from online or pictures that I take. And then there's also the pen tool. Now, the pen tool could be used for drawing pictures, but I'm also going to invite you to use it to mark up my face. So it's all just, silly fun. You can add little markings, do a little bit of graffiti on the picture. But again, it's harmless. It's not meant to be hurtful. And above all, if you do decide to draw pictures or you do decide to add imagery in here, make sure that it's not hateful. And what that means is you want imagery that is going to be positive and not going to attack certain groups or certain individuals or make anyone feel alienated. And what alienated means is feel alone or isolated, like no one supports or cares for them. So make sure that the imagery that you're using makes people feel happy and feel supported and feel loved. So after you've created your image, after you've created your poster, you can go ahead and click submit, and it will be submitted directly to us to look at. We really look forward to seeing what kind of positive images and positive words you want to put out into the world. We miss you all so much. And I'm getting a lot of really awesome submissions for the Bulldog Talent Show. So I look forward to going through all of those and putting it together in a video for y'all. Okay, have fun. Peace.